The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. They go to the ground. Boom. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Turns it on in midfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Morrison. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll try it over the left side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. To the air, it's Morrison. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off play action on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rival. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rival?
Yeah, it's always so close.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Extra point here will tie the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Steps away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. Made a defender miss. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Morrison. That's caught. It's hot.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. And he's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Helton. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They just keep firing. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The play action fake. Extending the play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB. And this one, put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Morrison. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in the group.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Here we go.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Morrison. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And he's loose on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds his tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Here's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Morrison. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morrison. This time he's got it. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's hot. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air on second down. He's got an open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Morrison. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You know, you're seeing in college football now a spread offense and tempo and air raid. We're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Never a doubt. And they've regained the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 11 over Indiana. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. Skips away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box as he moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll line up for a second down play. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes. Line getting set on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. It's Hamilton. Got his man on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for room. It's Hill. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
How about that turn of events for the defense? Not only do they force the fumble and jump on it, creating a massive momentum shift, but they're already in field goal range where they stand right now to break this tie.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Lead the clock. Get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's at 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hamilton. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. And this will be picked off. A cross costly turnover in a tie game. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man that plays QB, but you have to understand situational football. You got to understand, a field goal puts me in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I could do is throw an interception.
To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots, put some pressure on the defense.
Back open in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Try to pick up the first through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Handoff from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now third and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Hamilton. Pucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Puts it right down the boulevard. No sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Now first down here in the second overtime. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hodge. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. It's complete on the right side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hamilton. Lets it fly. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Third and goal, and you really hate to settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion.
Here we go.
He'll set up to throw. Got the quick pass. They do not get the two, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
Penn State 47, Ohio State 41.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Now they'll run the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The ground game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They got it in to tie it up here in double overtime, and now the two-pointer will win it.
think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming two-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for two. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these two-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Have to go for two, starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They don't get it. A great stop by the defense, and we will play a third overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. He's looking to pass. If he runs this back, this game's over. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a two. Scanning the field, it's Hamilton. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow, getting that two-point conversion for the win.
How awesome of a game, though. Back and forth, so many highs, so many lows, and fitting. It comes down to the last play of the football game, and not surprisingly, the offense executes and gets the win.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thank